Anyone who has followed Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC, events over the past decade knows that it can be a crapshoot trying to predict what Apple might unveil. Typically, Apple uses the event to talk about how it is evolving its flagship desktop, mobile, tablet, wearable and TV operating systems. That said, the company has, on occasion, surprised the world with hardware and other non-software announcements. For example, at WWDC 2020, last June, Apple announced its plan to transition from Intel processors to its own Apple Silicon chips. Although it's probably safe to bet that Apple will make significant announcements concerning Apple Silicon at this year's WWDC 2021, held in early June. For the sake of this column, let's focus on operating systems. Over the past several years, there has been enormous speculation that Apple will unify its two most popular OS platforms, macOS and iOS, iPadOS. While Apple officials may bristle at the question, it's not unreasonable to ask. After all, Microsoft has long offered touch-compatible Surface devices, albeit with limited market share success. Apple itself has added traditional mouse support to iOS, iPadOS over the past 2 years, acknowledging that many users are using iPads for mouse-friendly productivity applications. Interestingly, with the introduction of Apple Silicon, Big Sur allows users to natively run iOS, iPadOS apps on M1-based Mac desktop and portables. So given all of this, why doesn't Apple simply merge both operating systems, take advantage of the enormous optimization of engineering resources and deliver the definitive touch and mouse-based user experience? Apple's historical pushback on integrating both operating systems. To be clear, Apple has repeatedly and forcefully denied any plans to integrate both operating systems. As far back as 2018, Tim Cook himself went on record to deny it was in the works. Regardless, Apple has been taking small but deliberate steps to bring both operating systems together, at least from an experience standpoint. Relatively recent features like Continuity Camera and Handoff allow users to work seamlessly between Mac and iOS devices. The appearance of M1 Silicon in Macs and the new iPad Pro models announced a few weeks ago only further fueled the rumors. In short, despite the denials, Apple appears to be laying groundwork that could make a combo OS easier to implement in the future. Apple's product design strategy. Human input. First and foremost, Apple prides itself on putting the user at the center of the overall device experience. That specific tenet holds enormous weight and influence in the product marketing groups at Apple, and it should not be underestimated. Microsoft stirred the pot by formally introducing Touch into its operating systems with Windows 8 in 2012.